All right, next up, everyone. So in this question, we are trying to evaluate this expression. And in this expression, we might notice that we have a double parentheses. Not two parentheses next to each other, but one nested inside of another. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see how we'll handle this. All right, so we have a equals 3, and that's right there. So the best thing you can do is be clear to yourself. So we have 3 multiplied by 5 minus, open up another parentheses, 2 times a is 3, plus 1, and then close those parentheses. So we have all of this set up, and then up next, we have 2 multiplied by 3, which is going to give us 6. Now, be very careful. I'm going to go ahead and actually just duplicate all of this and show you how I'm working one step at a time. So here, this is the parentheses I'm working inside of right now. So I'm going to do 2 times 3, and that's going to give me 6. Then, everyone, we have 6 plus 1, and that will give me 7. So notice how I turned from 2 times 3 plus 1 into 7, and now we can continue pressing forward. So we have 3 multiplied by 5 minus 7. 5 minus 7 is going to be 2, but it's going to be negative 2. So we have 3 times negative 2, and then 3 times negative 2 will be 6, but it will be negative 6. And there we are. Our final answer here, my party people, is negative 6, which is answer choice C. Try this next one out. Keep up the great work, guys. It's awesome. Remember to just type ready when you're ready, or an R for ready. Don't share those answers quite yet. All right, time's up, my party people. Go ahead, put those answers in. Let's see what you got. Let's see how we're doing here. So, as we get started on this one, y'all tell me in the chat box, even if we're having trouble with negatives, are we still feeling confident about plugging things into the right places? Sweet, good. Again, because I don't expect us to become masters of negative numbers, masters of fractions. Really, this first part here is just, hey, get comfortable with plugging the numbers in correctly. That's all we care about right now. You can't care about the rest if you can't get the beginning foundational pieces. So here we go. The goal here is to calculate the slope of the line segment that connects these 2 points. So that's basically telling us use the slope formula. All right, let's go ahead and use that formula. As a reminder, let's write that slope formula right down here. So the slope formula is rise over run, which again, the rise, that's the difference in the y's. How far apart are those y coordinates? So we'll say y2 minus y1. And then the run is going to be the difference of the x's. x2 minus x1. Now, you could literally just write subtract the y's, subtract the x's. You could literally say that. That's totally fine. But again, just be consistent. If you put this y first, then this x has to be first. If you put this y first, then this x has to be first. Again, it is simply about being consistent. Here we go. I'm going to mark in blue this one as x1, y1, and I'll mark this one as x2, y2. And here we go. Let's plug everything in right over here. And again, just be consistent. So let's put the subtraction symbol right there in the middle because I see those negatives. I'm not going to get got, right? So I'm going to put the subtraction symbols first to make sure that I don't make that mistake. And then my y2, 8. My x2 is 4. Then my y1 is negative 4. My x1 is negative 2. So again, regardless of how you feel about negatives, we should still be able to get to this point where even though there's already a minus, already a subtraction symbol, that does not make it irrelevant that these are also negatives. My party people, does that make sense to you personally? Right on. Again, it's about being consistent. So with that, let's get to work. So first things first, everybody, what does a double negative mean again? Pop quiz. Double negative means, yeah, a double negative means actually adding. So we have 8 minus negative 4. Well, that minus negative, that becomes a plus. So that'll be 8 plus 4. And then the same thing goes here on the bottom. We have 4 minus negative 2. That'll turn into 4 plus 2. Now that we're here, booyah, my party people. 8 plus 4, that's going to be 12. And then 4 plus 2, that'll be 6. And from there, we have 12 over 6. Everybody, 12 divided by 6 gives us what? Exactly. That'll be 2, and we're good. And there's our slope. The answer is B. There we are. So, from here, I hope we're feeling pretty good, my party people. I hope we're feeling pretty good because we have 2 more questions to go of us working forward, and then we're going to begin working backwards. So, are we ready to tackle these next 2? And Queen, I hear you. I see that you're having a little bit of trouble setting it up. No worries. So with the minute and a half that we'll have for these next 2, I want you to strictly focus on, again, writing down the formula, picking x1, y1, x2, y2, and then just writing the numbers in the place of where they are, just like I did. I went ahead and wrote the formula, and then after writing the formula, I filled everything in. And then I worried about the calculations. So, Deborah, what I mean about doing backwards, when I say that, I mean, what if we had a problem where we were already given the slope and one of the points, and then we had to figure out one of these other pieces? That's what we're going to be doing in a bit. Yeah, I gotcha. So with that, here we are, my party people. Here is the next one. Let me put the timer up on the screen for you, and let's give it a shot. 3,